Hello friends, it has been a while. Honestly, this video was supposed to go out beginning of May, and then life got so busy that I didn't have the chance to actually sit down and edit it. So we're doing a May plan with me in my bullet journal, but really we're just gonna be catching up and seeing what's been going on over on my end. So May's goals were pretty simple. For the personal side of things, I just wanted to focus on two main things, which was studying for my driver's license and really just setting aside time to actually sew. And then on the professional side of things, as you can see here in my April review, I wanted to bring in steady income and also really grow engagement in my membership, the Plans to Progress Lounge. So here I am kind of just writing in these goals and migrating them from my April review into May's dashboard. Also in May, I started my new role as a content specialist for another marketing agency that I got hired for. So really most of my May was spent kind of just trying to figure out how to reorganize my time and really my schedule, because I wasn't used to having something to do every single day. I mean, technically when you run your own business, you always have something to do. But because I was coming out of my adult gap year, a lot of my time was kind of just figuring things out and doing random stuff and seeing what worked. But now that I am working in this content specialist role, I have certain deliverables that I need to give to the content director of the agency each week to review, and that just needs to get done. So I have been trying to manage doing that work and then just my regular one-to-one marketing consulting client work with my own clients. So really May was kind of a lot of adaptation, and I was just trying to figure out, okay, what is it that I really need to focus on and how do I manage it all? Really, it came down to I needed to kind of start waking up earlier and not starting my day so late. Anyways, that's kind of what's been going on over here. This is just me filling out the rest of my May dashboard and filling in any important dates, the people that I wanted to see, the habits that I wanted to track, and just a reminder for me that this month I wanted to just focus on patience. The next page we are filling out in my May bullet journal setup is actually the May calendar. So I've been doing these calendars, monthly calendars, since the beginning of the year because I started realizing that sometimes I don't take pictures of things when I am out. Sometimes things just happen, random like social plans pop up or other things happen along the way. And I wanted to actually track that and just see what I was doing throughout the month. So I started adding in these monthly pages where I could write down any important dates. So for example, birthdays, or if I have to be in Madrid for work, or maybe we are taking time off. And then also I would kind of retroactively, is that the word? Retrospectively? I don't know. I would retroactively fill in the May dates based off of anything that I did. So anything that I've written here in purple are events that I have already tracked, events that I want to keep up with, for example, vacation, birthdays, or any other important things like Mother's Day in the United States or Mother's Day in Spain. And then anything I write in pink are just like the activities that we did. So I think right now the one I'm writing is that we went out for a run and we ran 2 kilometers. These are things that I just want to write down because I want to remember what I actually did during the month and not forget about those things. Something that I also do is I fill in this little square or rectangle actually on the side of my May calendar with any upcoming dates for June, just so I can have them top of mind, and then I can also migrate them into my June bullet journal spread when it comes time to actually writing those down. I think that's important because sometimes I think I will say yes to things when I actually already have things planned. So this is just to make sure that I don't double book myself. So now that we have that done, here's a little look at my budget tracker. I don't fill out this until the end of the month. And here is just some of the weekly spreads that I have. And we're gonna fill in, technically this was May 5th to 11th, but you know, we're at the end of the month now, what my weekly spread actually looks like. Every week I fill in any important events or I guess meetings that I have. So for example, in this week I had an Instagram live planned. I had my first day at the new marketing agency for my content specialist role. I had specific meetings with clients, and then I think during the weekend, we had a couple things planned for my partner's birthday, so I just filled that in as well. I usually do this every week. Actually, I always do this every week because this is just important for me to know what I have going on. And then if I want to check specific times for any of these meetings, then I just go into my Google Calendar to see what time I have things planned for. Now that we're at the end of May, I can actually fill you in on all of the fun things that happened this month. So we celebrated Mario's birthday and we went out to a Korean barbecue restaurant that we've been wanting to try up in Madrid, and it was delicious. I really loved it. And then I also had a couple other events that I hosted. So I hosted an intercambio de ropa, so that's like a clothing swap. And then I participated as a vendor in a secondhand book market. So that was a lot of fun. I have a vlog coming up about that. And we actually just saw a lot of friends and it was really nice. May was actually perfect temperature. Usually it gets so hot here in Toledo already, but we didn't have a heat wave. We actually were able to be outside and really enjoy like a full month of spring without too many allergies, because sometimes the allergies here in Spain really get me. But this time it was amazing. And that was really it. May just ended up being a lot of like adapting to my new work schedule, figuring things out with how I want to organize my time, and going out and seeing friends and really enjoying all of the cultural activities that Toledo has to offer. So it was a lot of fun, and I actually reached my income goal now that I've done the math and like my bookkeeping. So this month was really amazing, and I am excited to see how this plays out in June, because in June I will actually be taking a week off and spending time with my family who are coming to visit me, and we're going to be doing the Camino de Santiago. All right, y'all, that's all I've got for this. Ciao!